Have you ever heard of a community so generous, so overflowing with kindness and unity, that their giving actually had to be stopped? Imagine a group of people so moved by a shared purpose that their generosity simply couldn't be contained. Their giving had to be stopped because there was just too much. It sounds almost unbelievable, right? But this isn't just a legend or a feel-good tale. This is the Tabernacle story, straight from the pages of Exodus. It's a real moment in history, a powerful example of what can happen when faith and generosity collide. God gave his people a mission: build a place where he would dwell among them. Not just any tent, but a tabernacle. A sacred space designed with intention and beauty, where heaven would touch earth and the divine would meet the ordinary. And for this mission, he called out the best: Bezalel and Oholiab. These weren't just ordinary craftsmen. They were filled with the Spirit of God, gifted with wisdom, creativity, and skill. They were ready to do the work exactly as the Lord commanded, down to the smallest detail. Their hands became instruments of something far greater than themselves. But here's where things get wild. The people of Israel started bringing their offerings. Gold, silver, precious jewels, the finest fabrics, acacia wood. Every resource they had, they brought it forward with open hands and willing hearts. Whatever they had, they brought it. Day after day, the gifts piled up. The people didn't just give out of obligation, they gave out of joy, out of gratitude, out of a deep desire to be part of something bigger than themselves. And soon, the artisans had to tell Moses, "The people are bringing more than enough. We have all we need and more. Please tell them to stop giving." Can you picture that? A leader having to ask people to hold back their generosity because the abundance was overflowing. Can you imagine that? A community so generous, so passionate about God's mission, their giving overflowed until it couldn't be contained. Their hearts were united, their purpose clear, and their joy contagious. With abundance in hand and hearts full of purpose, the builders got to work. Every piece was crafted with care, every frame, every curtain, every detail, every golden clasp and silver hook, all made with love and reverence, exactly as God had designed. Nothing was left to chance. Every measurement, every stitch, every carving was a reflection of obedience and devotion. They weren't just putting up a tent, they were building a home for the presence of God, a place of worship, a place of glory, a place where God would dwell among his people. This was more than construction, it was an act of faith, a declaration that God was truly among them. This story blows my mind every time I hear it, because it shows what happens when God's people come together, when generosity meets purpose, and when skilled hands are guided by willing hearts. It's a reminder that miracles aren't just about the supernatural. Sometimes, the miracle is a community united in love and action. Miracles happen when we step out in faith, when we give freely, when we work together.